Hi. Now we are learn about our Constitution of India. Now we are not study about the history of this constitution. Directly we will see what are the subject included in our entire constitution. Here we study about parts, schedules and all articles. Indian Constitution. Now we start with preamble of constitution. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign socialist secular democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly this 26th day of November, 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution. Now we are detailed study of Indian Constitution. Part 1. The Union and its territory. 1. Name and territory of the Union. 1. India, that is Bharat, shall be a union of states. 2. The states and the territories thereof shall be as specified in the first schedule. 3. The territory of India shall comprise A. The territories of the states. B. The union territories specified in the first schedule and C. Such other territories as may be acquired. 2. Admission or establishment of new states. Parliament may by law admit into the Union or establish new states on such terms and conditions as it thinks fit. 2a. Sikkim to be associated with the Union. Omitted by the Constitution, 36th Amendment, Act, 1975, S. 5, Me.F. 26th April 1975. 3. Formation of new states and alteration of an areas, boundaries or names of existing states. Parliament may by law A. Form a new state by separation of territory from any state or by uniting two or more states on a parts of states or by uniting any territory to a part of any state. B. Increase the area of any state. E. Diminish the area of any state. D. Alter the boundaries of any state. E. Alter the name of any state. 4. Laws made under Articles 2 and 3 to provide for the amendment of the first and the fourth schedules and supplemental, incidental and to consequential matters. 1. Any law referred to in Article 2 or Article 3 shall contain such provisions for the amendment of the first schedule and the fourth schedule as may be necessary to give effect to the provisions of the law and may also contain such supplemental, incidental and consequential provisions as Parliament may deem necessary. 2. No such law as aforesaid shall be deemed to be an amendment of this Constitution for the purposes of Article 368. Part 2. Citizenship. 5. Citizenship at the commencement of the Constitution. At the commencement of this Constitution, every person who has his domicile in the territory of India and A. Who was born in the territory of India or B. Either of whose parents was born in the territory of India or omifs. C. Who has been ordinarily resident in the territory of India for not less than 5 years immediately preceding such commencement, shall be a citizen of India. 6. Rights of citizenship of certain persons who have migrated to India from Pakistan. Notwithstanding anything in Article 5, a person who has migrated to the territory of India from the territory now included in Pakistan shall be deemed to be a citizen of India at the commencement of this Constitution if A. He or either of his parents or any of his grandparents was born in India as defined in the Government of India Act, 1935, as originally enacted, and B1. In the case where such person has so migrated before the 19th day of July, 1948, he has been ordinarily resident in the territory of India since the date of his migration, or 2. In the case where such person has so migrated on or after the 19th day of July, 1948, he has been registered as a citizen of India by an officer appointed in that behalf by the Government of the Dominion of India on an application made by him. Therefore, to such officer before the commencement of this Constitution in the form and manner prescribed by that Government. Provided that no person shall be so registered unless he has been resident in the territory of India for at least 6 months immediately preceding the date of his application. 7. Rights of citizenship of certain migrants to Pakistan. Notwithstanding anything in Articles 5 and 6. A person who has after the first day of March, 1947, migrated from the territory of India to the territory now included in Pakistan shall not be deemed to be a citizen of India. Provided that nothing in this article shall apply to a person who, after having so migrated to the territory now included in Pakistan, has returned to the territory of India under a permit for resettlement or permanent return issued by or under the authority of any law, and every such person shall for the purposes of clause B of Article 6 be deemed to have migrated to the territory of India after the 19th day of July, 1948. 8. Rights of citizenship of certain persons of Indian origin residing outside India. Notwithstanding anything in Article 5, any person who or either of whose parents or any of whose grandparents was born in India as defined in the Government of India Act, 1935, as originally enacted, and who is ordinarily residing in any country outside India as so defined shall be deemed to be a citizen of India if he has been registered as a citizen of India by the diplomatic or consular representative of India in the country where he is for the time being residing on an application made by him therefore to such diplomatic or consular representative, whether before or after the commencement of this Constitution, in the form and manner prescribed by the Government of the Dominion of India or the Government of India. 9. Persons voluntarily acquiring citizenship of a foreign state not to be citizens. No person shall be a citizen of India by virtue of Article 5. Or be deemed to be a citizen of India by virtue of Article 6 or Article 8, if he has voluntarily acquired the citizenship of any foreign state. 10. Continuance of the rights of citizenship. Every person who is or is deemed to be a citizen of India under any of the foregoing provisions of this part shall, subject to the provisions of any law that may be made by Parliament, continue to be such citizen. 11. Parliament to regulate the right of citizenship by law. Nothing in the foregoing provisions of this part shall derogate from the power of Parliament to make any provision with respect to the acquisition and termination of citizenship and all other matters relating to citizenship.